Ando hasta arriba, güey, con esta madre.
Sí, güey. That's a...
I'm like awake, bro.
Yeah.
Ando bien.
That's why I think...
What the fuck they put in this shit, bro? Real Skittles? Because me siento picudo, compa.
Cause I think I drank one in my first exam for biology. Because those exams... Oh, I can actually show you. Nah, I'm not going to go with it. But,
it's just because I'm looking at the ingredients and, like, everything...
It's just a bunch 110%. Of caffeine, bro. It's just a bunch of caffeine, bro.
It's un chingo, güey. I feel like I can punch through this wall, bro. Welcome, everybody, to CharroBeans podcast, episode 125? 121? I don't know, bro. I be losing it a little bit. Every time I post it, it doesn't seem real. We've done this 100. Oh my! You can just fucking take it out of your mouth. You're like the kids at my class, bro. That's what they do.
You want me to grab it?
Oh yeah, it's just better than.
I didn't do that. Just
chingo. Because at my class, I'm not. I tell the kids don't have gum. I don't know if it's a fucking epidemic of gum, but like every little kid always has gum in their mouth.
Bro, for me,
every day,
it has turned into a bad habit because I have this tendency of when I play that I clench my jaws. So when I'm playing, I'm like, all of this is fucking like clenched up. So like, yeah, I mean, you don't see me when I play.
You have an overbite. I just realized that.
Huh?
You have an overbite. You know what that means?
Yeah, like I'm like.
Yeah, like when you.
Yeah, like this is over here.
No, it's when the top ones cover the bottom ones completely. Yeah. Didn't your braces fix that?
No, you're supposed to. That. No.
No. Look at mine, bro.
So I'm like, hey.
Look, because I can still see the bottom teeth.
But that doesn't mean it's just your teeth. It's also like your face structure.
No, yes. I used to have. Mine used to like this, bro.
Then why didn't my braces fix it, bro? Exactly.
Should have gone the good ones. Should have gone to STD, South Texas Dental. Remember? You remember that?
No.
You remember that?
I went to Jefferson, bro.
Jefferson Dental Clinic. That one?
Sure.
Because mine used to be South Texas Dental, so I used to say it was STD. Yeah.
Point is, like, my jaw is also like very big. My jaw is very small for my teeth. That was the problem.
Damn, they roasted your jaw when you were there?
See? Because they were like, oh, we did all we can do unless you want surgery. And I'm like, no, I feel like how much. Peace.
That's funny.
Where was I going with this? Yeah, like, when I play, like, I got this from fucking Cirilo. Remember him?
Cirilo?
I think that's his name. Campos? Guitar player in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah. You know him?
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah.
From what?
Well, he doesn't know me anymore. Because I met him a long time ago.
Okay.
But he mentioned about, like don't get stiff here. Like when you're playing.
Okay.
Like they should be very relaxed when you're playing.
Okay.
Like he said transfer that stiffness like to your stomach. So like brace your core essentially when you're playing, right? I'm like, okay. But that shit went up here. So I have like this problem now when I'm playing. I'm like,
are you like tensed up?
Yeah. So like my cheeks are like tense too.
Which ones?
Los de la cara. so like I mean you don't see me when I play, but like every once in a while I'll just go like just to like stretch them out because they feel very tight. Or I chew gum because like I feel like it eases my stiffness.
Your anxiety.
So now I made it worse because now I just need gum all the time to like not be like because sometimes it will get sore like because I'm just kind of like.
Bro, what are you going through? I don't have any of these feelings whenever I'm playing.
Pues uno que le echa ganas. See, güey, you're always like in your own world. You're like playing. You're like, I'm like, segunda. And you're like,
no, I do have this thing where I think I forgot what I think I played with somebody or something happened. I look up a lot when I'm playing. Like when I'm playing, I'm paying attention, right? But I'm just like, looking up and just kind of. You're right, kind of in my own world. But then at the same time, I'm not clenched or anything. I don't know why you're having pains.
No, I don't have pains. It's just, it gets stiff.
It's still kind of rough, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going with that.
You were talking about gum.
I was just talking about gum because like every kid right now in school, it's like they're dealing it, bro. Like they come out, and you know I can relate to that because I remember when you had gum, like in school, it was like a big thing. I was like, oh, let me get one, and like by the time you know it, like your whole freaking pack of gum is gone because you give it to all your homies. But like all the kids in my class, they're supposed to know when they walk in to not be chewing gum. There's a trash can. There's a huge trash can as soon as they walk in, and like the good kids will come in and you see them like they'll just kind of let it fall, or a kid will take it out of his mouth and you know throw it away. But for the most part, they don't do that shit. Like I'll see them in class and they're like, and I'm like, "You chewing gum?" No, and I'm like, the worst, man. The worst.
I hate that gum that turns into like it doesn't hold its shape anymore. It like melts into your mouth. Fucking hate that shit. It feels like I gotta go.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oop. Huh?
A what?
Un gargajo?
What's that?
What's un gallo?
Like spit? Like a loogie?
Yeah.
Ew.
You never had those?
No.
Gee, poor quality gum right there, bro. G5 gum.
It's like 5 gum?
I think that one does it.
Do you know what it feels like to chew 5 gum?
And there's the ones that sell like from like Mexican stores que son como they look like little teeth. But son como de seis.
Oh,
and those get fucking hard.
The canelos?
Is it? Is that what it's called?
Los chiclets from Mexico?
Yeah,
the pink one's the goat, bro.
The more you chew, the harder they get.
Yeah,
you have to, like,
bro, those are so good for like 2 minutes, and then they're like gone completely, and you got to throw them away. Every time I have those, you're talking about the canels. Yeah, and you just rip it open and you eat them all. Every time
you eat them all. I used to eat one by one.
What the fuck? Each one is like a microscopic piece of gum. It's tiny, like it takes forever to fucking eat.
And then you get the other.
What the hell? I've never heard. So you go one by one, like. And then you get another one. Now, I'm impatient, bro. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. But I fucking eat the whole thing. It's crazy. But yeah, like gum is like a huge problem. You know how like when you're a kid, you don't understand why adults say what they do, but now that I'm that adult, like, yeah, it's because kids are the worst. They're gonna put them on their chair. They're gonna put them on the floor. I'm gonna be walking and I'm gonna be like, it's like on the bottom of your shoe. And then next thing you know, like you're just like thinking, you're like, so this is why my teacher back then used to get on me. You ever get in trouble like that as a kid? Like in class? Like me when I was in, I guess just related back to Mariachi, back in Dr. G's class, and we were in 6th, 7th grade.
He would yell at me a lot.
He would yell at me a lot. It was because I was always playing things I wasn't supposed to. I don't know. How were your classmates in there? When you were there, were they good kids or were you like a bad? Were you considered a bad class?
We always had our bad kids. It was half and half. It wasn't ever like everybody was there like echando ganas. No, it's just like they were like, or did you pick like the handful that wanted to learn, and then the rest were like in the back walking around?
Yeah, that was me for like a good 2 years. I think I was one of the bad kids,
bro.
Because I didn't care. I didn't. It took me 2 years to even held an interest in mariachi. I didn't even like mariachi, and all I was doing in there, I was cool, bro, because I was learning different songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause I would learn like how to play Iron Man, Smoke on the Water, Linkin Park's In the End. You know, like, and I would come to school. And I'm like, you're never gonna guess what I learned this weekend. I was like, dun 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 dun, and bro, like kids were like, whoa, you know? And I remember feeling like really, really cool. And then anytime I did that, because you know how Dr. G would like be like, oh, I practice this for a little bit, and then he'd go to his computer to do something or like whatever, and you would just hear him like from the end of the corner like, stop playing that. I know you're playing different things. Please play the chords that you're supposed to or whatever. Like I remember just always hearing that voice, and I'd be like, I can't do shit in here. But you're right. Now I'm the teacher. I'm like, yeah, just play the song that I told you to play. But now it's not nobody playing Iron Man. Now it's like everybody playing like dun 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 dun. Like
Los Bélicos?
Yeah, bro. Every kid. There's a 6th grader right now in my class, and he just started playing in August, right? And he's a good kid. He's learning though, right? He's learning everything. But I can tell he likes like that bellico, you know, type of stuff, because all I hear is like And I just hear him playing, and I'm like, I'm almost like applauding him. I'm like, damn, like you're taking an interest in music. You're like looking up videos. I can tell. But I'm like, can you please play the mariachi song though? Like, just please a little bit, But it is crazy to think back because like I was a little turd for like a good couple years. I was just the worst. Like it wasn't even just in mariachi. Like I would always get in trouble like in other classes.
Yeah, another class. Well, it depends on the class. No, I always got in trouble, and it wasn't because. Okay, I wasn't. Fuck.
What do you mean?
I was bad in elementary because in elementary I was just
Bite kids?
Huh?
Huh?
What? Bite kids?
And, my sister apparently bit a kid one time.
No, I never got like
her
that.
watching this, she's like, "What the fuck? You just putting my info out there?" Yeah, just.
Well, you didn't say which sister, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Una
de las tres.
My worst was definitely like elementary, like especially like in Mexico, just because. No, it's because you have like a period where you were not bad. You're just very curious and you're very like, I want to do this right now, And school is kind of like you have to do this right now, but you're like, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to sit in class for however many hours.
Here's a question: since you went to school in Mexico and stuff, is it like Rosa de Guadalupe, or no?
It looks the same. But it's not
because they're wearing the uniforms.
But it's not the same deal as like. Oh, it kind of is a little bit. It kind of.
I can imagine you in like an episode like, no, es que está mi padre, o sea, like the way they talk and shit, and
yeah, a little bit.
It's super cool.
Yeah, and I mean, we Spanglish wasn't a thing there back then.
Y'all didn't try using like English words like they do in there.
No, but we, how like we will watch like Ice Age, and we have like the translation from US, right?
Okay.
So it would be like, eso tiene que doler, So we would be like, eso tiene que doler, like, but it's not like the actual Spanish that we talk,
Okay.
And it's stuff like that. But yeah, it looks the same. The plots are very similar,
like we're
like, ¿por qué no quieren andar conmigo? Shit like that. It's like, no, mama, yo quiero que sea mi novio or some shit. Like,
God,
that's how the girls
that's
were.
So hilarious. You're just like out there living a whole novela, bro. Before I met you.
Yeah, and crazy. In my time, they were todavía te pegaban, güey. I think I've told you, no?
With the ruler?
Eso, like
your maestros, your maestras. Oh, really?
Yeah, I was still.
They whoop your ass.
Me pegaron 3 veces.
¿A cabrón?
That was first grade too, bro.
Oh shit.
Cause the first time era porque llegué tarde. Mm-hmm. Like I was late, so they were like, put your hands out, and then con una regla, así like, or mi maestra Chela, she has to be dead right now. She had like
good riddance.
Sí, she was strict, man. She had like a little paddle.
Oh,
like,
damn.
And like, estaba despintado, güey. That's how you know how I mean, like, porque era como marrón. But like, yeah, the part where she hit, like, se veía la maderita toda.
That shit had patina on it. Fucking, holy shit.
Sí, güey. And then the second time, I wouldn't stop talking because I was talking to this other table and we're like, we're like, eh. And then I just remember, like, Victor, siéntate, like, pay attention.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, and I just feel like this really cold hand just like grabbed my ear, bro.
Yeah.
She pulled it so hard that it popped. And then she was like, and then she just grabbed my shoulder and like pushed me into the chair and she was like, pon atención. And I'm like,
and you couldn't cry because you'd be like a bitch, you couldn't cry.
And then the third time, I think I just told you this one where this girl asked me to like do her homework or like some of her like problems and shit. And I was like, I'll do it si me das un duro. Y un duro es... No, espérate, güey.
Huh?
Un duro... un duro es como del
it is.
Es como del chicharrón,
Oh, you're talking about like the big ass tabla and then they put a bunch of shit on it? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
pues en Durango se le dicen duros.
¿Un duro?
I'm like, si tienes un duro...
That's what y'all call it.
And I saw it, but I didn't like picture in my head because she just grabbed one. There was one like by her table, and she split it and she gave me that piece.
Okay.
And I was like, I'll accept it. So right, I did
Yeah.
it right. So I'm eating it, and then this kid saw that someone like was eating his duro, and because it wasn't hers, it was like this
So
other kid
why did she give it away then?
to do her homework.
But why is she giving away someone else's doodle?
La Rosa de Guadalupe, bro. Like nomás porque pudo, you know.
Okay.
And so that kid told the teacher, and she was like, "Someone is eating like, or someone took my food, essentially."
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
Right, and then she saw me like munching on this duro, right?
Yeah.
And she was, and like, ya me lo había acabado, but I was just kind of, I guess I still have some in my teeth. She was like, ¿Tú te comiste el duro de él? I'm like, no. And he's like, abre la boca, y abrí la boca, y pues había la comida. And she was just like una cachetada, güey.
Damn.
Like, it was a whole deal because my aunt went to the school, like, because I got home con el cachete rojo, you know? And she was like, what happened?
Uh-huh.
And then she was like, oh, pues es que hizo esto y esto. And my aunt was like, that's acceptable. Good day, you know? Like,
bro, that's what I was going to say, because I feel like my parents would be the type to, like, let's say I was in Mexico too, you know, and I was fucking shit up. Because I was the worst. I was a pretty bad little kid. Like I was always like off task and just doing things I wasn't supposed to. And my favorite thing was to talk. Like I fucking love talking to my friends and making jokes. So I can only imagine like in Mexico, like getting my ass whooped and then like going home and telling my mom like, oh, was, you know, I got my ass whooped because I did X. And she's just like,
yeah, bro, parents endorse it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Like on the first day of school, like you see parents like maestro, si usted ve que se está portando mal, like, por favor, haga lo que tenga que hacer para disciplinarlo. Quién sabe qué. And the kids are like,
and just let me know, because as soon as they get home, bro.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Well, it happened once because I pranked my grandma once.
Oh, I think you told me the story.
Yeah. Like I knocked on the door and I'm like, I don't know who it is, you know, quién sabe. Y mi abuela, pues, ya viejita, güey, you know, and she was a big woman too, so like, le dolía caminar, and then when she saw me knocking on the door, because by the third time she was already like looking out the hall, and I'm like, oh shit. So like, ella me madreó, and then llegó mi tía, he's like, why are you crying? Es que, and then my grandma told her, y ella me madreó, you know, so it's like, ya mejor no digo nada, güey, porque aquí todos me la cobran.
Like, no le digas.
Yeah, so like, you know, like, me fui calmando con el paso del tiempo. You know?
Pues cómo no, güey. With all them fucking paddlings, I think they did some good at some point.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I always tell my mom, because my mom didn't really like raise me till like I was like 8. Like hasta que
you were a little bit older. Yeah.
So like, tú no sabes, man. Like, yo era un desmadre. Like, ya cuando
you got me all good.
Yeah, bro. Like,
you got me all tamed.
You got this
down.
shit on easy mode, bro.
Yeah.
Ya hacía caso, güey. Ya entendía,
sure.
You know. Cuando decían que me callaba, yo me callaba. Yeah.
You're like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You know, just
to the point where like when I got to like, you know, middle school and high school, ya era bien callado. They were like,
no, pues, qué bueno, güey.
They're like, tú no hablas. I'm like,
they fucking, what's the word? They tamed you.
Yeah, bro.
They tamed you, man.
I look like probably like a crazy kid con mis cintillos, güey, de piraña, güey, también.
Oh, yeah. You really did have, like, your teeth, like, they've gone through what's it called? A glow up? Because, like, when you look back, it was a big difference.
Sí, da miedo.
miedo.
No, sí, lo que es, you know?
Yeah.
I get it.
And that's what's crazy, bro, because, I mean, like, when you're growing up, you don't have, like, control of your teeth's growth or nothing. Because mine were pretty fucked up too, man. The bottom ones are all fucked up. Braces really did a number on me, you know. Like I
never saw you, so.
Yeah, well, actually, you're right. My freshman year was when I got them off, and all before that. I mean, my top teeth were fine, and the only reason we got them was because back then my dad's insurance covered them, and that was how we got them like paid for.
Yeah.
So like my younger brother and younger sister, their teeth are crooked. You know why?
Yeah,
because it wasn't covered anymore. So I got lucky, man. That and that's why I got all my 4 wisdom teeth out. So my mom was just like, I think she was at the point where it's like, oh, it's free. Let's get them out. You know, like let's just get them all off.
Si te saca de onda, like cuando se te cae de leche, right? Because like your milk teeth.
Your
milk teeth.
Milk teeth. Milk.
Yeah.
Teeth.
Yeah.
What is that?
O sea, los que se caen. Los postizos.
What are you talking? Like your baby teeth?
Yeah.
What do you call them?
Dientes de leche.
What the fuck is that?
That's what they call them.
Who?
At least in Mexico, like.
You're talking about your baby teeth, like when you're a little kid.
Yeah, your milk teeth.
What the fuck is a milk tooth?
Oh, look it up. Maybe I am wrong.
Milk teeth? Dientes de leche?
Yeah.
Bro, you're just making shit up now. Are you really Mexican? So anyway, what about them?
Like, si te saca de onda because your milk teeth are straight, right?
Okay.
But like cuando se te caen and the bone one is growing out.
What the fuck?
Am I right?
Yeah, it says where milk teeth emerge through a baby's gums during the first couple of years of life.
Bitch.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, they're milk teeth.
Okay. Anyway, what?
And like I said, those come out straight.
Okay.
Pero cuando se te caen, like, you know, like that's your milk teeth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y luego te lo sacas, and then the bone one is like, like todo fucking crooked.
Yeah.
Se pasa como de onda because it feels like a cut at first, and like.
And sometimes they look really weird too because they push your other tooth out of the way.
Yeah, well, that's when they start loosening up.
Yeah.
You ever tie the string around it?
No.
No?
I wasn't brave enough.
Oh, nunca había visto it.
You pulled it out? Like
yeah, well, with the kids in my neighborhood, like we tied it to a bike.
God damn.
Yeah.
You were doing some Jackass shit because that's what they did in Jackass. What the fuck?
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I've heard like people do with like the car.
They tied it to a Lamborghini and they drove off and then
an actual tooth?
A real tooth, actually.
Nah, no mames.
Yeah, güey.
Porque eso no duelen, güey. Like, it just feels weird because they're coming like looser and looser.
I think when like your baby, I call them baby teeth. When your baby teeth are coming out and I was little, like I was not brave enough to just like yank it. So I would just be like messing with it all the time. Be like,
eventually just like doing this.
And then eventually it comes out, you know. And I was like, you know.
And then it was embarrassing showing up to school because you're showing up, you're like, hola, I'm like, hola. And then you're like, baby, it's good.
Yeah, dude, poor kids. I see some kids at my school like that. They'll walk in, they're like, you know, and they're little. Like, what happened to you, chupitos?
Yeah, that's what they say, like, con chupitos.
I think, it's funny too, because I think my dad is like the king of like nicknames. He has a nickname for everybody. So like, you know, perdona, you know, because like I think my little sister, at one point all her teeth fell off, the front ones.
Damn,
so like she only had like these corner ones. And I think for a little while he called her chupitos.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember, but I remember like all of it because she has like a picture of her like in middle school, you know, or like, elementary school. You know, like they would pose you, and you'd be like, she's like smiling, but like all of these are missing. I was like, no, good times.
Funny. Anyways.
Pero, no, nothing. I mean, we're just.
But yeah, that's why I chew gum a lot. It's just,
that's how we got there. Well, speaking of like corporal punishment, do you think that would be a thing that you would use now? Would you approve of that? Like, just say you had a kid and they went to like their schools now. Do you think that would work? Because I don't know. Because I feel like it got outlawed because it was like, it's technically physical harm, right? Like, you're not supposed to hurt a kid. But I mean,
you also hurt them emotionally if you punish them.
Well, now kids got anxiety and freaking mental health. I feel like they had that before, but now it's like way more out there, you know? So like, I can only imagine like, because I mean, when you went through that, I guess as a kid, and you had like a teacher with like a regla or like a paddle, like you're saying, did it give you anxiety and mental health and all that good stuff? Bad stuff?
I mean, I don't.
Oh, did you just know that like I better not fuck up because like?
Well, that is a form of anxiety. Like
that's what I'm saying.
You were like that's the thing. You can't really like live a life without trauma. Like trauma is meant to like make you progress, you know. So anything you do to a kid to make him disciplined, it's gonna take some type of trauma, because it has to let him know like you can't do this, or you have to be like this. You know what I mean?
Well, it's also why the Army does what it does.
The 13 weeks of hell or whatever.
I mean, the Marines, they don't go there like and are like, "Hey, buddy."
Yeah, well, it's a little more extreme, but like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So, I think the disciplination
Is that a word?
should also be catered to the kid. Because I think the reason for one, like parents don't like when they hit your kid, or at least these parents from today.
These parents.
But like it also showed that hitting kids kind of makes them rebels to a higher officials. So it makes them want to rebel more. You know? But that doesn't happen to every kid. Like to me, a mí me placó muy bien. You know?
Yeah.
There
could be another kid that's just like
other
totally
kids are like
up.
hit me harder. You know? Like,
oh shit. Maestra ni dolió. I can see that. You know a kid is bad when they fucking have that shit. You haven't seen that?
Yeah.
A kid's like, ni me dolió. And I'll be like,
yeah.
Ni me dolió.
And like that's the thing too.
Yeah.
Like my mom was never about like hitting me. She hit me like once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
But like her was more about that mental punishment. You know?
Like
so I did something
like
bad. She'd be like, no, well that too. But like she'd be like, la tabla del seis, you know, 10 veces.
La tabla del seis. Oh, you're talking about
multiplication?
She was giving you problems, like math problems?
Yeah, or like escribe esto 10 veces, and I would be like doing this shit, bro.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, like she was that type of punishment. And then she would even ask me like, would you rather, like you can't go out on the weekend, like go play soccer or outside, or would you rather like have me like have this? I'm like, mejor no salgo el fin de semana, you know?
Oh,
I'm like, I got nothing to do. It was just like,
I got no friends. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
They were effective, bro. Like I was like, I fucking hate this shit, bro. Like,
well, mine was a little bit different. Mine was more like, my mom was like, "A saber cuando venga tu papá." And I was like, that.
Oh, that doesn't work on me. I don't have that.
well, that's what I mean. Like that's what worked for me.
I'm
like,
immune to that shit, bro.
For me, it was like I knew that my dad was gonna whoop my ass, you know. So like that's what kind of like kept me like okay, well I better not do this because I know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in a way, it was a threat. I mean, it was a threat. It was straight up a threat. I was just like, Ozzy?
She's like, it's not a threat. It's a promise. You're gonna get fucked up.
Promise. Like, whoa, damn, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to discipline a kid, you have to establish certain disciplinary actions. You know?
Oh, for sure. I think so.
You're gonna be like Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. It's like, I will not tell lies.
That's wild,
and then
bro. And then it writes it on his hand. No, fuck that. Ni sé escribir, güey. Kids don't know how to write anymore.
Imaginas when you're writing in the bump too, like,
yeah, fucking. That's what I'm saying. Because like I know we were just talking about this, but like kids like don't. For them, a punishment is writing just an essay. Like just writing is a punishment because none of them write anymore. They all just type. You know, they type on their
like handwriting.
Like handwriting. That's what I'm saying. Just writing. Because, I mean, they don't want to write. Because like, most kids don't even take a pencil to school anymore. Before, people would not take a pencil to school or paper because eran los cholos, the ones that they didn't care about school or whatever. They didn't care about nothing, bro. They had to show up because, like, you know, jail or whatever. I don't know. And that's why they didn't bring. But now kids don't bring a pencil to school because
that's at universities too.
They don't need it, huh?
That's at universities too, bro. Today,
That's cool.
Yeah, because all it brings is my iPad. You know?
Oh, really? You're the same way? You're one of those kids? Oh, actually, in college you don't need it.
Yeah,
I feel like in college, if you have your laptop, you're taking notes.
We do still have like some old school teachers. So like this teacher, like walking in, she's like, "I already take out a piece of paper." I'm like, "Verga," because I mean I do have like mechanical pencils, you know.
Okay, but you didn't have paper.
Yeah, so I'm just like, can I order a piece of paper? Yeah, like,
you had to be that bum.
Yeah, bro.
Can I get a piece of paper?
I'm like, con la iPad, pero sin papel, el pobre.
Bro, you know, a kid fucking does not care about you too, like in college, because like, can I get a piece of paper? And they'll get like their loose leaf. You know, loose leaf is like when it's all nice. They'll take one out for them, and then like when you ask them, they're like, hey man, like, do you have any paper? Like, can I have a piece of paper? They're like, sure. They take out their notebook and they're like, with all the fucking all the little pelitos sticking out. They're like, here you go, bro. It's got fucking hot Cheeto fingers, like, here, motherfucker. Like, yeah, man. I remember that happening in school. I would do the same thing though. I'm like, you're not getting my loose leaf paper, bro. Like you fucking figure it out. Like, I have my fucking paper, you know. Like, I'm ready to go.
See, it's different times, man.
No, it is definitely.
You got spell check now.
Yeah, but AI, bro, just write everything for you. Like I told you, yeah, it's crazy.
Nah, you get busted, you go to jail, bro.
Plagiarism was a huge thing in college, like
Still is.
because like now kids really don't know in general how it can get, you know, at the collegiate level. Like, because I mean, were you well when you graduated high school, you didn't you didn't want to go to college, right? Like, it
Not
wasn't
straight away. I went to work.
you wanted to go later.
No, I never wanted to go.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah.
so you didn't want to go. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I feel like when you're in school, you kind of like, when you're in like high school, you're kind of thinking about it, and you're especially right now with like mariachi kids. You know, like mariachi kids are playing for the next 4 years. They play their whole years, or 6th, 7th, 8th grade, then 9, 10, 11, 12. And then once they graduate, a lot of them don't think about what happens next, you know? So,
Yeah.
like, they some of them will be like, yeah, I'm just
Well,
gonna,
it just doesn't sound like, at least to me, it didn't sound like possible.
like,
You know,
college
like,
for you?
Yeah, because
'Cause
no
you told
one
me
in
you were
my
kind of-
family went to college.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of weird, like,
Mhm.
do I really have, and then, like, my mom would always say, like, I was gonna say, this is my mother's, but, you know, like, the stereotypical, like, you gotta be a doctor, like, un ingeniero or some shit. I'm like, son, mama, you know, like
I think, yeah.
I'm struggling with algebra, you know, like, I can't solve for X.
You
and
want me to save a life,
Yeah.
bro? Like, what the fuck?
So, and then they would offer, like, workshops, like, oh, like, to work on your application and shit. But I'm
For
like,
college?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, that's after school, bro. I don't want to do that shit after school, you know? Like, the one that was really good at it was Joanne. Joanne was like, oh, I can't hang out. I gotta go study for my ACTs. I'm like,
Study.
like, you wanna play soccer, bro?
You were the kid trying to, like, ruin his life.
No, I was like, I mean, go for it, bro, you know? But, like,
It's like, I guess. If you want to be a fucking nerd.
we're gonna get, like, some, like, Arizonas at the store. You don't want to? All right, bro.
I guess I bring that up because I'm just like, because it's cool to play, like, you know, you play music, and because I mean, I'm not even just talking mariachi, I'm talking like band kids, you know, kids that are in orchestra, you know.
Yeah.
They finish. But that's the thing, your life doesn't have to center around music. Like, I think one thing that I just told all my students is, like, just try to do something, you know. I don't want you guys to, like, be the guy that comes to high school every day. Like,
oh, no, I wasn't that guy either.
I never did that because I knew I wanted to do something else, you know. Like, I went to Texas State because I wanted to get away from here, like, have a new experience. But at the same time, like, I wanted to, if I did ever go back to, like, Northside or Elder, you know, my schools back then, my goal was, like, if I ever go back, it's because, you know, just wanted to check on the program, you know.
I gotta pick up my son.
Do
it. I'm talking about you.
Oh. Nah, but it was, for me, it was like to go back and just to kind of check on the program, see how it's doing, you know. Because I mean, if I was there for the last 4 years or whatever, like, I want to see how it's doing, you know. But I didn't want to be like, I have nothing to do because I didn't do anything with my life. I didn't want to just show up like, hey, what up? Hey.
I will say though, like, my focus on at least extracurricular activities like mariachi and soccer, that did kind of like help me graduate, because you couldn't play or you couldn't play.
Yeah, you couldn't play. Yeah,
like,
couldn't participate.
Yeah.
Participate.
Well, I mean, like, you couldn't play soccer, but you also couldn't play mariachi. You know, it me trabó. But you needed to at least get like a C to, like, and then, like, report cards were like every 6 weeks, right?
Yeah,
so, like, every 6 weeks was like, Mr.
Well, you have every 6 weeks, and you have progress reports every 3.
So I was like, Mr. What do I need?
He's like, you're at a 2 right now, so you need a lot, buddy.
Yeah. She's like, I gotta show up to fucking Saturday school and shit. I'm like,
dang, you went to Saturday school? You really were bad.
Yeah.
I never went to Saturday school. I did my fucking work. I don't know about you.
Or Saturday school is funny because either you were like really smart or you were really dumb. And I was really dumb because I would even see like Brianna and like Diego, because they were there for like to work on
I see
on their shit, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ¿tú qué puedes? Like, irte, güey, aquí andas.
Aquí andas. What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah.
Bro, get out of here. Go have fun. Go fucking live your life.
And then as soon as I got that 72, I'm like, I went to Niño. I'm like, I can play.
72. Damn, really peeling the hug, buddy.
It was chemistry, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in.
Oh man, that's so funny.
But yeah, mariachi and stuff, bro.
It's
That reminds me, you didn't work this week.
I didn't work this week.
You just showed up on at seafood, and you're like, "Well, this is it for me."
Yeah, I only got to play one day this week. I worked on Thursday, and it wasn't great. Right? Again,
On Thursday?
should we talk about the situation?
What situation?
The situation with the ladies.
What happened?
Remember where Arturo was like they didn't pay her and they were being weird?
Oh yeah, sure. Oh,
no, actually, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
Because the older one was watching.
They know. Yeah. Point is, it wasn't that great. We had some issues with some stuff, and just pay. I think that's the thing. Just if you ask, okay, look, if you're gonna ask for a mariachi, just pay. There shouldn't be any debate.
No, I want to talk shit about you, bro. Because you let me to dry, bro. I showed up on Friday. Oh, I pulled a U on Friday, bro.
Why?
I was late as fuck. Cause
you met up at the gig, no? Or no?
Yeah, I was in Denton. Yeah.
You were late?
Yeah.
Damn, someone had to be late since
I was like 25 minutes late, bro.
Why?
Because
I'm concerned. Why?
It was an accident. Because I went to school and I went to TCC.
Okay.
It's on north. It's like by Hearst, northeast.
Oh, that campus?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I go to that campus. That's where I have class.
Really?
Yeah.
The one over there by NRH2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
They have.
Well, I used to drop off and pick up Zara.
Oh,
there. Well, I used to go there.
Yeah. And then the gig was like at 7:30. So my dumbass planned it to get there at 7:30. Which is what you do.
Yeah. That's what I do. Yeah.
And then when I put the GPS and it was like, oh, like 50, 40 minutes traffic. All right. And then it like a traffic accident happened. Like the type where like no one can get out even if they wanted to.
So now it's plantado?
I think I stayed there for like hour 10.
Where was it?
It was on 35 crossing the bridge from that lake.
From that lake. Oh, you were close. To Denton. Yeah.
But like I couldn't get any exits or anything.
Yeah.
So I told Arturo. I told him like as soon as it happened, so like at 6:40.
Fuck. So you didn't get there till like 7:50? You said 20 minutes?
No, the gig was at 7. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I got there like at 7:30, like
fuck.
Because it was like, and then he kept calling me like, "Hey, we're on Nando's." I'm like, "It's like, ¿qué andamos?"
Shit.
And I was just like, "I'm sorry, bro. Es que I didn't see this coming." And then I'm like, "Oh, surely like Sylvia and Don Mike, whoever comes from that side of 35 is late too."
Oh, también.
Y con ella ya estaban ellos ahí, güey. I was like, I told Don Mike, I'm like, "No agarró el tráfico." He's like, "No, me viene temprano." I'm like.
He's like, call you out.
Yeah.
That's what. Well, that's what y'all sound
like. No. Like he got here super early.
Okay.
He's like, no, llegué como a las 6:20, quién sabe qué. And I'm like, ¿por qué? He's like, oh, I saw there was traffic. I'm like, so you got here like an hour
before?
Like he got here like not an hour. Yeah, I got like an hour early. He's like, yeah, I was just here chilling. I'm like, well, thank you for helping my kids.
Fuck, man, because that's exactly what happens to me, man.
Siente bien culero, but I don't know how you do it, bro. I'm never gonna.
You act like I want to be there, like I don't. Every time, like even it always happens, like whenever, like I'm like voy yendo con buen tiempo, like I'm dressed, I didn't forget anything, I'm gonna be there early. Shit, I might even pass by for a Red Bull, güey. Siempre hay una mamada, güey. I hit something or someone's freaking truck dies in the middle of the lane. So something, right? And that's why I get there late. And then I get there and I have to freaking see everybody like, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell y'all. I know, like, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Like, it's because there was traffic. They're like, see traffic? like, yeah, that's what happened. There was an accident. I'm sorry that the freaking hippogriff died in the middle of the road and they had to remove it and, the hour traffic. Point.
I'm never gonna be late again, bro. I got there the next day. We met in Denton. I think we were supposed to meet like at 3:30. And I got there like at 3:10, bro.
Con tiempo?
I was just like, No, pues voy probably tomarlo. Cause yeah, I'm never gonna be late again, bro. It's like,
well, it's like I said, it's never my intention to get there late. It's just I don't know, bro. I'm sorry.
but yeah,
I'm sorry, bro.
I don't know how you do it, bro.
I don't want to do it. That's the thing. It's just what happens, you know. Like it wasn't my fault. It is my fault. I don't know. Bro. Point is, so you were late.
Yeah.
How was the gig?
I completed the prophecy. No, it was good.
Prophecy.
It was good.
It was what'd you say?
It was graduation.
Oh, I didn't ask you about this gig. It was the Friday one?
Yeah.
The 2 hours or whatever? It was a graduation? For what? College?
I didn't see any.
Was she old? Was
universities. She looked old.
So probably actually you can't tell anymore, bro. I can't tell.
Sure. I don't know. I wasn't very interested in her. Because it was mainly her parents that were like into us. Her mom can be like, hey, gawin barera. And then dad was like, oh, esta otra, you know?
Yeah.
I was making live with, it was kind of sad. Like, because they had like this dog. It was like the one that Arturo has, but smaller.
The white dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had him like in this little cage, bro.
Like a little cage?
Like, no se podía parar así bien, you know? Like, he was kind of like... So I felt bad. And he kept barking at us. And then tocó el perro negro, right? And then he se cayó, güey. I'm like, this was your time to shine.
He was so you'd be like,
yeah, and then we look back and we estaba dormido. Like, no mames, bicho perro. This was your time to shine, bro.
It really was, man.
Yeah, but oh, that scared me. It sounded like a real dog. Like outside. Oh, right now.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a cool little gig. Like, it was those gigs where you get there and it's still kind of early, so like no había gente.
No,
so
like
it was a good thing
like
that I
last
was
week
late,
or whatever.
Yeah. So it was a good thing that I was late because.
So they didn't start until you got there. Or
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm the bass player.
Yeah, pero pues uno que le tiene que echar como quiera.
Well, I think the clans were being cool too. They were like, no, like it's cool, you know. They weren't mad or anything when I got there. They were like, no, pues, ¿sabe qué? Siempre si queremos las 2 horas. I'm like, oh, chingón.
Yeah, a little bit. Let's go.
Yeah, they wanted to feed us, but I was like, I'm not hungry. I'm very disappointed in myself right now.
You turned down the free food, man?
Yeah, I was very disappointed in myself, bro. I'm like,
I know what you mean, though.
I can't be late and eat, you know.
That time my freaking car broke down. I got there. I was like ashamed of myself. Like it was out of my control. My car gave up on me, right? But like, I felt so dirty, bro. Like I'm just getting there to the church, and I'm just like,
I just feel like a failure, bro. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. I felt like
you said dirty, like.
Well, yeah, like dirty failure.
It's like your mom just found out you're a stripper, bro, and you're like,
who told you?
I go watch.
No, continue. I got some videos. Well, I was gone because I had to be a teacher. Unfortunately, no, unfortunately, it's not bad. You know?
No, you said it wrong.
No. I had so we had all region this week, and it was it's like the best of the region. So the kids audition back in January. This is back in January. So like they have to wait 2 months, and I had some students make it this year. I had a total of 4, 2 from the high school, 2 from the middle school. And it was cool, man. You know, like I got to see them perform, which is cool. And one of them was an alternate. She actually made it. She wasn't going to go, and then I found out that she was. Well, I knew she was the alternate, but someone I guess dropped, so she moved
filled
up.
The classroom.
So they got to come, fill in the spot, which is cool. You know, I liked it too because my students are pretty close to each other. Like they like each other.
Like a little gang.
So like the fact that I had both of them was like, you know, they could entertain each other, and then the other 2, they're pretty good friends, so like they entertain each other. They just make fun of me a lot. I mean,
that's how I know they like you, bro. You know,
I
feel comfortable enough to like.
Yeah, I guess so, but I'm at the point where I feel bullied. You know, like I can't do anything.
You're driving home in tears, bro.
Yeah, man.
You're like, go on, bro.
Yeah. They do this thing, and I don't know if it's just them because they're kind of weird or what, but like, this new generation is really like, they really like to take unposed pictures.
Unposed pictures?
Yeah, you know, like
like the blurry ones.
Like they'll go up to you and they're like, and they'll post that, and like and you're like, you know, you look all fucking dumb. And like so like they'll just like I'll catch them. I'm just like I took them to eat burgers, and I'll just be eating, and I'll just like look up, and they're just like, I'm like, and like anytime I'm like walking, like I'll look up and I'll see them like I'm pretty positive they just have like a whole roll of me, and I know they probably like sending it like on a group chat or something to each
Probably,
other.
yeah.
She's like, Mr. Ramirez,
Bro, they're probably like that's probably like their Instagram post,
yeah,
like picture of the day, and it's you like,
and it's me like, I'm like, I can't be mysterious in the club anymore. Like, aren't you that guy that looks weird on their picture? Like, yeah,
you look familiar.
yeah, but yeah, like you guys are ruining my aura, bro. Like,
Wait, it's nothing that if you can take us in the van, que no perdonamos nada, way. Like,
no, it's fine, but it's different because like they're my students, right? Like with y'all, I could be like, just culeros, I just do all this, and then with them, it's like, I gotta like punch something. No, just kidding. But it was cool. Like I got to watch other teachers coming from different programs, and they came to like direct all the songs that they were doing and stuff. And it makes me think, like because one year we played we played Cihualteco. They played Cihualteco this year. One time when that we did region, we did Cihualteco. So like I was looking back, I was like, it's crazy. It's like a whole circle. Like we played this song. I remember for region. I was like, that was me, bro. Like that used to be me. El Cuatro también, like they were playing like songs that we've done before for region. But it's cool, man. And like this region has good students, so I mean they play good, And I don't. Every time I go to these things, I'm like, was I gonna be gigging? Which would be nice, But like these are like required events, so like I take it for what it is. I just watch whatever I can, and it is kind of cool, I guess, as a teacher to watch someone else teach, because everybody has like their way of doing things. So like you do pick up stuff as a teacher, like things that maybe you can implement to your program, and that's what I like. Because I mean, this is the kind of profession where like you can only base it off of like your teachers that you've had before, and like that's how I went into it when I first like started teaching. I was like, I'm gonna take the things I liked from my teachers and kind of use that, things I didn't like, and then just make it like your own style. But like, there's not like a set way to teach
yeah,
a class, because you could have a great group of kids, you can have some that aren't as focused,
different priorities too.
different, yeah, exactly. Like you could have like I forget who said it was like 50%, 60% of the class that's in my varsity is like also athletes, so like he has to work with that, and that's what I mean. Like there's never one perfect way to teach. There's not a formula, like you just kind of take what you have in front of you and you just kind of like make it, what you can. And these teachers, I mean, they're coming from like their own programs. They're coming from like a different state or whatever, and they got to try to put it all together in 2 days, which isn't easy. Like I've never been like a master clinician. And have you ever gone? Oh yeah, you did a program once, no? Oh, you went to do harp, no? In Arizona.
Oh yeah,
How was that experience? Actually, I never really asked you.
the first year was cool.
You went twice. Oh, you did go twice.
Yeah.
And what did you like about it,
Well,
or what'd you do?
with harp is different because since kids like kind of get there with like bad habits and like no existential baseline for like anything
Mhm.
like skills like
Yeah,
digitación, reading music.
right.
You kind of have to build that up first. So that's essentially all I worked on because the kids had like they were playing like this, like or like their hands were kind of like they're like playing like this and shit.
Yeah,
so like so like I feel like for harp shops, it's the emphasis is a lot more on like building like a base for the kids,
hmm
and then because they also get like baselines only. The second year was a little it was a weird time because the the songs were a little harder and like the kids weren't like at the level to play like any of that.
So you kind of had to adjust.
So they kind of struggled because like everybody in general was kind of like struggling like a little bit.
Oh, everybody? Not
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
talented kids.
Well, it's
That's
because
another thing, yeah.
it was like a miscommunication because I remember the coordinator was kind of like telling this guy like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like an advanced class and like a master group, like a all-star group, I think. No, like the advanced class, she was like, son muy avanzados, right?
Okay.
So the guy was like, bet. So he made like, I still have it. I'll show you. Like,
It's like
he
an
made his
arrangement?
arrangement of like La Bruja. It's like super like, it's
Detailed?
not, yeah, it's like, se pasó de verga. And
he went hard.
sí,
Full Mozart.
he was like, bet. And everybody was kind of like, you know what? Let's just kind of play like, boom, chan, chan. And I thought the harp players like their part. And so it was a little weird, you know. But for the most part, it's what we focus. I think one time I did do bass here in our region.
Oh yeah.
No me acuerdo.
Do you teach like maybe like the beginners or something? Or
Yeah, me acuerdo.
for the class? Oh, I'm lying. I have been a clinician. I just haven't been like It's because like you're talking about you worked with like the harps only or like the guitarrones only.
Yeah.
I worked with the armonía once here too. Here in Fort Worth actually.
Wow, that was a long time ago, man.
It was a long time ago, yeah. Pero it was cool, you know, because you got to focus on that instrument and stuff. But like when you're like this kind of clinician, like you put the whole group together, so it's a little bit different. You know, you gotta.
Well, if you're the main director, yeah.
You're the main one putting together like the region.
But that's
group.
usually not like one of us. They usually like hire like someone that's like.
But also, these people that came out are like people that are like well-known directors.
Yeah.
They're coming out to put this together. And
one year for us, it was like John Vela.
Yeah, John Vela was here last year. Yeah.
Well, was
Shout
it?
out to him, yeah.
Because I think my freshman year, it was him, and then we did like El Hombre que Más Te Amo. And En Este País, that's when we did that. Remember that? Well, I don't know.
Wait, I was there? I played that song in high school. Yeah, it was a region.
We played it after that, I think.
Oh, John Vela was doing that?
Yeah. Because I remember John Vela saying like, everything I know is like the pinky of what like Silvestre Vargas knows, like, you know. He was always like saying like stuff like that. And then Pepe was the studio's one, because I mean it was I was on harp and it was Adrian, Pepe, and then I'm guessing it was like you and Zara.
Me, Ivan, Zara.
I think so, yeah. And Pepe was like the one being studious, like writing shit down. Like John Bella was like, oh, this chord is like D minor 6, but it's also like B, D minor something.
Oh yeah.
And Pepe's like, write the shit down. Yeah, like.
And I'm probably like.
It's probably, yeah.
Because one time I did get in trouble too from a region, like my very first region. I remember. I guess I thought I was pretty good. So when he was going, I remember, and I forgot who the teacher was, but I'm sorry if you're watching. I guess I was just being a little shit. Because like I said, like I wasn't humbled yet, like, you know. So I remember I was on Golpe and he was teaching like pretty basic stuff when we're supposed to be like the advanced like group in the region or whatever.
Okay.
So I remember being like, this kind of stuff's kind of boring. I was bored. That's why I was acting the way I was. And I remember at one point I was just like looking up, and I was just like, man, this is boring. Like I wasn't saying anything, but I was just like that. And I remember the clinician's like, hey, and he like looks right at me, and he's like, do you not want to be here? And then like, me culié. I was like, oh no, it's just I was looking up, and there's like, because you look like you don't want to be here, like you don't want to do this and that. Stay after class, like after the class. And I was like, oh shit, you know. So I was just like, we did the rest of the class, and he stayed. And then he told me to stay, and I went over to him, and I remember he talked to me, and he was like, you know, if you don't want to be here, like, you don't have to be here. And I was like, no. Me culié, güey. I was just completely like, I'm sorry. Like, yeah. Because I was being a little turd, because like, I was like, I know all this shit. Because, you know, sometimes you feel like that, I guess, but like, I guess I was being very external with it, you know? And like, now looking back, I was being disrespectful. Like, I should have just done what he said, you know? Like, that's the reason he's out here. He's doing the shit, you know?
That reminds me of like Mario Hernandez. Have you ever been to like a workshop? No mames.
Yeah, Mario will tear you a new one, bro.
Sí, like I forgot where I saw him, but like I remember there were like two kids talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Mario was doing his thing, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't think he knows English."
He knows English, pero
because I think he yelled at them like Spanish, like
he doesn't sing. He doesn't talk really a lot in English. It's mostly Spanish. It's Spanish.
Yeah, because I remember him being like, "Oh, ustedes ya se la saben, no, pues tóquenla a ver cómo va." And the kids are like, "No, es que no sé. No, pues están platicando a gusto, o sea, ustedes dale." Yeah. And I'm like, "Oh shit, bro." I think he yelled at Michael once too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Michael was always on some shit, bro. And then,
Michael.
and I just remember him like anything you do, he'd be like, "¿Algún problema?" O sea,
Yeah, that's exactly how he talks too. Yeah.
Quieren platicar con el resto, o sea, quieren decirnos que es tan importante, and you're like, ay, güey, you know, like, me that I was in trouble was like, fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's because when you're younger like that, like you kind of, if you're not used to that, like it definitely like, oh shit, like I real fucked up. Because I mean, I told you the story that I went through with him, right, in Albuquerque.
No.
The first time, you'll probably remember when I told you. The year that I went with Texas State. Pues ya ves, you know, Albuquerque, you know, so like the jam sessions are the night before, everybody was chilling, you know.
Oh, did you get there late?
We had like a late night. Yeah, we had a late night, and I remember the next morning we woke up a little late. So the ones that walked in were like me, Reba, and Ivan. All three of us, shout out to them. And we walked in to the classroom. I guess like in our mind, we're like, "Wow, fuck, we're late." You know, so we walked into the classroom, and that year Mario was doing the advanced harmonia, and Adolfo actually, Adolfo and Mario, and we walked in, and like we were in our heads, I guess we were just like, we're just walk in and we'll sneak into the back and everything will be fine. And then we walked in and like we're just kind of like, you know, we were kind of doing this, we're just like, you know, like going in the back, just covering our face. And then real quick, Mario like called us out. He was like, "Hey, ¿a qué hora empezó la clase?" And we're like, "No, well, dude, we had to be like at least almost an hour late. Like we were pretty late, you know." And he was like, "¿A qué hora empezó la clase?" And we were like, "Oh, pues, you know, we're sorry, you know, we woke up late or quién sabe qué." So no, pues como ustedes ya se la saben, ustedes enseñan la clase.
Yeah.
We're like, ooh, so us three went up there. And he came, and then Adolfo too. Like both of them, like went to the audience, like where all the and there was this is back then. So there was a shitload of guitars and vihuelas and everybody there. And pues no me la sabía. I didn't know because he was counting. It was like one of those arrangements where you got to count and you come in with the chord like at the right time. Y todo el pedo, and it's got like funky chords and shit.
Yeah,
we still hadn't gone over it, but he had been teaching that one that day. So I remember he goes like, "No, enseñen," and we're just all. You know, we're like, what part? No, es que pues aquí empieza and this is back before like I was really like counting.
You were actually trying to teach it?
Huh?
You were actually
we kind of had to, bro. Like Reba wasn't gonna say anything. Ivan was like, ooh, you know, so we were both like,
which Ivan?
Yeah. So we were just like, I was the one trying to take the lead. I was like, no, pues aquí dos, tres. I was just copying what I had heard him say like once. And we were like fucking it up, and he just like completely humbled us. And like, please, like basically next time get here on time. And we're like,
y le sabes que ya no va a venir. That's all
after that, like, I don't want to need fuck that shit. But yeah,
I think he just does really well at making you like hyper aware.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, I'm the idiot, you know, like
you
know, like he I don't know how he does it. Like he just makes you feel like, oh, like. He makes you feel like you're being rude, like for not paying attention.
I was.
You know?
I got there late, you know, and if también like with Michael, if he's over here talking or whatever, pues yeah, I mean, that's the same kind of stuff I would maybe use like on a student. It's like, oh, so you think your conversation is better than what I'm trying to teach you? You know what you signed up for? Okay. Well, then you teach a class. And I found myself telling kids that before, where I'm like, if you think your conversation is better than what I'm doing, like you can teach a class. I've never gone to that extent where like I tell them, all right, come on up, teach it, you know? But like I can see the value in what he does. But as a kid, man, you're like, oh fuck, man, I really fucked up. I remember I apologized like after I was like, I'm sorry, like after the class was over. And I asked to I have a picture with him, like after that same class, that very same class.
Like, oh yeah, perdón, pero es que pues.
I didn't sound like that. What the hell?
Probably like our voice, like
me.
Yeah.
No, this is college.
Well, disculpe, es que.
Oh, es que.
No, compa, es que.
No. Well, yeah, it's just that's very much something that like, yeah, it happened, and I remember being like, yeah, man, shit, that's crazy. Good times.
We should probably do Charro Chat, ¿no?
Should we?
Sí, ya estamos como a mitad.
Ya comes. Anything else from this weekend?
You just didn't show up, bro.
I just didn't show up.
How can I talk about it?
Did you miss me?
Huh?
I ask you every time I don't go.
Me puse en pedo y ni me acuerdo. That's what I do when you're not here, bro.
That's exactly what you do when I'm not there. How could you, bro?
Para que se me olvide, güey, que no estás.
It's like, what do you usually do when I'm gone? Like, wait for you to come back. You haven't seen that?
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Get drunk as fuck.
No, no, eso se puede decir esas cosas aquí, güey. Not the good. We got some questions from you guys. We're just gonna answer them real quick. A ver qué chingados. We got a good amount. Let's see. Number one says, is there still drama outside of the high school mariachi world?
What the fuck?
Into the real mariachi world? Is there any drama? Of course there is. I mean, it doesn't matter. We could be a band. We could be like an orchestra, and I'm pretty sure there'll be drama. I mean, I think if anything, in the real world, it just becomes less. Nah, not even. I was gonna say less childish. Some people would be doing some stupid shit, man. There's always drama. I mean, I think it depends where you're at too. Like, if drama is always gonna follow you if you're around like petty people or people that aren't mature or don't know how to communicate. Like that's always gonna be there. But I mean, it's not like it goes away.
Yeah, I think with any group of people, there's always gonna be like a time of like
turmoil,
like dispute, you know, like or something happens. Like, remember one time, is that Arturo like drank like a whole bottle of water. We were playing, and then he thought que ya no tenía agua, so like, he poured it like on my fingerboard. Y salió un chingo de agua, me mojó todo el
I remember
guitarrón.
that. Yeah.
And I was like, hey, wait, qué pedo? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, sí me enojé.
Yeah.
And then he's like, qué bueno. Like, no tiene nada, quién sabe qué. And then, like, you guys were like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, he spilled water, like, all over my fingerboard. And then you guys were like, oh, it's fucked up. And I was like, qué chingada madre, quién sabe qué. And then we didn't talk for, like, that whole gig.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because I remember I tried to be like, I think I did like this to him. Like, I grabbed his arm, and he's like, ¿qué te pasa, güey? And I'm like, sí, puto. I was just like, oh, okay.
Okay.
And then after, he was like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I te pago por el daño or some shit, right? Because he was kind of upset too. And then the next morning, he was like, hey, bro, I'm sorry, bro. It's like, hey, like, you know, I wouldn't do that, bro. Like, I just didn't know I had, like, that much water. And then he sent me, like, the teary emoji.
He thought about it. He's like, damn, bro, I fucked up, yeah.
And I just called him. I was like, hey, wait, like, I overreacted too. Like, you know, like, you're good. Like,
it's funny because I don't remember that, but I've had a similar experience with him.
Bro?
It's like the only time I've ever.
Oh, he yelled at you?
What time is that?
Because I remember there was a time where you kept telling him like, "See, I told you, que quién sabe qué."
Oh yeah,
and then he's like, "I know, quién sabe qué."
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
And I remember I was like, "Oh, you wait."
Yeah. So that time, that's the only time me and Arturo had kind of something. Because I mean, he's been probably like mad at me because of like being late or something, but like. It's never been like external like that, you know, where you know,
he yelled at you like.
It's because
me dolió a mí,
I still remember, bro, because I remember I never, you know, Arturo has this kind of face, you know, like we've seen him pissed, you know, but it's usually like at a client or a situation or something like that, but it's never been aimed at me. So like, it's crazy because like you probably seen me pissed, I've seen you pissed, you know, but when it's just directed like at you. You're like, wow, like, I've
wow,
you know, like I've never experienced this, you know.
Yeah.
So that time with Arturo, it was
about the sound.
Yeah, you and me traded places. Remember?
No,
I was playing guitarrón.
Bro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was on bass.
We were with Ivan too.
I think you. Oh, he was there. Yeah. But I think you went to the restroom, and that's why I was on bass.
Yeah.
Because you were all like, "Hey, wait al baño." So I was like, "All right, give me the bass," and Ivan was playing guitar. And I think what it all stemmed from we couldn't hear the bass or we couldn't hear something. So I was telling him like, no se oye, or like this and that, like turn it up or whatever. And I kept telling him like, it's because it's this one. Because I think I knew what it was. So I was telling him, like, turn up this one. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's this one. And I guess I was being persistent with it.
Yeah.
So when he turned around, he's like, I know.
But it wasn't like that. It was like he was yelling at you. Like,
because we were in the middle of playing.
Lung, yeah.
So it was like loud, but like he was saying it loud, like, and he said it like in a stern voice. So like my first reaction was like, oh, like kind of like you, like, oh, okay, like all right then, be like that. Like I'm just trying to help. Like in my head, I was just trying to help, you know. And I got bothered because it was like, why are you coming at me like that if I'm just trying to help, you know? And him too. I guess his frustration was like,
well, it's because he was like doing like all this shit with the sound. I guess like having you like just
I was like, it's right here, yeah.
And I guess he was like, I know, but like he
Yeah.
was trying to like.
Yeah, and exactly like you don't see the whole picture until you kind of take a step back.
Yeah.
Because I remember like I was pissed because I remember just being like, all right, you're gonna be like that with me? That's fine, whatever. And like that was the first time I ever felt like that with him. And then I remember we didn't talk kind of like for the rest of the gig. And except for mine was different. He didn't text me or anything. Like he told me right after the gig.
No,
No, right after the gig. He was
well,
like,
it's because he te gritó feo, güey.
Yeah,
Because I blushed from him yelling at you.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, you were already back from the restroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He yelled at you, and I could feel my cheeks like. like
I'm like, ¿cuál es?
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember after the gig, he came up to me. He's like, it's because I didn't know what it was. And I told him too, and I was like, it's because I think it was this one. Like I was just trying to tell you.
He's like, oh, okay.
Cause like we're basically saying our piece. We're like, this is why I was saying what I was saying. He was like, well, yeah, but this is why I got frustrated. So I was like, no, I'm good, bro. Like I was trying to help, and he kind of was like, no, I get it. And after that, pues nos besamos, güey. We're good to go. We're like, you know. And after that, but that was, I think that's like literally the last time we ever had like, and it was a stupid argument, you know. But it was like, that was the most drama I had, I guess, with him. And I hope it's the last one, you know. But that was.
It was a long time ago. It was like.
It was a long time. You were like still
new,
Tiernito in the group, you know. You weren't there that long. I don't know. But yeah, to answer your question, there is still drama outside, but you can take care of it, you know, depending on who you're around. And honestly, it's just a maturity level. Like if you're able to talk to people and you know how to resolve things, then you'll be fine, you know. But just depends how you do. This person says, would you guys play with any mariachi artist full time, and what artist?
No.
Oh, like go on tour kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you think you can be like a traveling music? Yeah. Why not? Give me your reasoning.
I'm not good enough, bro. Ya estoy viejo, güey. Ya me canso. Like, just thinking about, like, a tour, I'm like...
You've never been on tour, so you don't know.
Yeah, I have. Oh, well, not like this.
Oh, with the
not like this.
About,
yeah. But not like this, yeah, like an artist. But, like, going from town to town, like, si te cansa, güey.
Okay.
So I don't really see it for me. Unless it was, like, Juan Gabriel. Like coming back from the dead, I'm like, okay, that's worth it.
You go watch it? You play in his band?
Yeah, I've told you that like his will be fun because of all the different like
all different instrumentations.
Yeah,
that's got to be a huge band to take everywhere, though. You think they were driving or they were flying everywhere? Because that's a lot of equipment too.
Well, I think
that's a lot. Man.
The way you would do that is like the people travel and like their like suitcases, but like everything is like all the stuff on the stage goes like in bus. I think so. It's a lot of stuff. Unless you have like your own plane for all that shit, and even then, it wouldn't fit like all the people that you need.
I think if I did go like with an artist or something, I'd want it to be like I wouldn't want it to be mariachi. I think it'd be cool to be like mariachi instrument. Like if like let's say someone was like, bring your vihuela and you can play with us, and it's like another kind of band. It could be like a country band, or it could be like a rock band, even a fucking rapper. I don't care at this point, but I think it would be cool to. I've always been a fan of like music fusion. I really like when different instruments can go into different types of genres, or just I don't like to keep it just on mariachi, I guess you could say. So like if it were me like traveling and going to like tour and stuff, I would want it to be like a fusion, kind of like that, because it's different, you know. Like it's the kind of place where you can like grow, I think, as a musician too, because like you're not limited to like strictly mariachi. You're not limited strictly to like the rock or whatever you're with. So you could just kind of like not improv, but like you can change it up, you know. Like it's not very straight arrow, you know.
Yeah, sounds good, bro. I like it.
You're the worst. This person says, it was fun making you guys laugh. Perenigración. Remember that thing last week?
Yeah, bro. You got me, bro.
You got us without.
Especially because the more I said it, the more right it sounded. So I was like, ¿Cuál es? Maybe I'm the idiot.
What are some of the best mariachi nicknames you've heard? How do you get a nickname in mariachi? You think it's like a love thing? Like, you know how like
I think it's just like the right person and like the right circumstance. You know,
because
like there's this guy that he has like a thick mustache,
a
and
thick
I guess
mustache.
because he was the only one with the mustache, they call him bigotes. You never play with him, I think. Es un señor ya bien viejito, güey. Like está calvo de aquí, tiene todo el pelo acá,
Oh, okay.
right? And he's always fucking around.
Okay.
Because we did a funeral once.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Jacksboro actually, and bro, it was quiet like as fuck because we were waiting to start and people were getting there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hay gente like, you know, like a good 12 feet away from us, like crying and shit.
Oof.
Right? And este señor pa romper el hielo, he's just kind of like, está tan aburrido aquí, güey, que se me cayó el pelo, güey. And I'm like,
He said that.
like, cállese, señor. He was that type of guy, you know. He was like Don Mike, kind of like.
Oh, okay.
He's like, no, hombre, aquí quien se murió. Yo,
You're just sitting there like the disrespect.
Sí, güey. Nomás se ve you don't know me either, but his name's Saul. And he's like, bigotes, you know, like.
Oh,
yeah. So I think it's like you have to have a person to give the nickname, and you have to have like something inside.
For
you know what I mean?
Because I mean, you know how like everybody goes like is so and so whatever alias el whatever.
That's so corny to me.
Yeah.
If you have like your Facebook and then it's like Victor alias Pato, you know, it's kind of like.
Well, that's Pato, bro.
No, but that's an example.
Oh, okay.
If you're like 20 years old and you're doing that shit, bro,
It's like if I called you el.
I don't have anything.
You know one? Mr. Bitches.
What's a cool nickname though?
For me? Your mom never called you anything?
She called me by my second name. If I ever did anything.
Like
Manuel.
I never had a nickname. I just always say
No, but what's a cool nickname? He's asking.
Oh, what's a cool nickname? I've always liked Mantecas because I don't know what that means. Does it just mean like butters?
Maybe he was chubby. I don't know.
Maybe. But I just like that. Mantecas. It just because that means lard. Manteca means lard, right? So are they talking about him being mantecas? Or is
like he's like chubby. Está gordito.
Well, then I'd feel bad. Like you call me fat, bro? Like, it's like if they call me el gordo or some shit. I'm like,
nah, bro. Like, you get called the opposite. Like you'd be like flaco.
I was like, the disrespect, bro.
What's a cool nickname, bro? Because some of the guys in the higher ups have weird nicknames. Like they call Beto from that used to be in Vargas. They call him Champiñón.
What does that mean? Champagne?
No. No sé. I think it's like the little mushrooms, like un champiñón.
Isn't that mushroom?
Yeah, but los que se comen. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think. No sé.
Okay.
Or they call this other guy not Bambi, Chambi. No.
Chambas? Chumbo?
That is that guy that have a picture of him tied up.
Oh, I don't know his name.
Well, his name's Angel, but fuck. but like he has a nickname.
He does have a nickname. I don't.
Charmin?
Charmin, like the toilet paper?
Yeah, there's or Charmin. Charmin.
You just shit yourself, so they call you Charmin.
We've seen him in worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck. They call Enrique La Rata.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
He just call you a fucking rat.
Because every time I'm like, no, La Rata toca muy bien. I'm like, who's that? You know, like, oh, it's el del Vargas, guitarrón player. I'm like, damn, why you call him like that?
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
The disrespect, dog.
Maybe because, I mean, using videos when he was younger, sí tenía como los fucking Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, he had a mustache right now?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Huh.
I don't know. Who else? They call this guy La Rana. That Serna guy, trumpet player.
Call him La Rana?
Yeah.
That means they're literally calling him a freaking frog. I think that's why they're calling that.
Because he's a frog?
I guess.
Is it because he goes ribbit?
Fucking, I hate frogs. And then El Apache.
El Apache. I
Miguel.
like how he plays.
But why do they call him that? You think because he's like dark? You think it's like a racist thing?
Maybe. I didn't think of it.
Because Apache means like,
It's a raccoon.
huh?
Un
That's
Apache?
Mapache way.
Oh, isn't an Apache Indio?
That's what I'm
Isn't it a Native
saying.
American?
He's dark.
Oh.
You think that's why? A racist thing?
El Apache. Oh, maybe.
They're like, bro, you look like an Indian, so here's a nickname.
Oh,
Apache.
El Huevo?
El Huevo? What is that?
I don't know, bro.
He blocked me on Facebook. Come
Oh,
on,
you
bro.
blocked?
Yeah, I'm blocked, dog.
Oh, shit.
Can't make one video, and then he just fucking... First, he calls me and threatens me, or is like, if you don't delete that shit right now, I'm just like...
Oh, bro? He threatened you?
I told you that.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I forgot.
I told
It's
him,
all
like, I didn't mean to disrespect. He's like, okay. And I was all like... So we left it on good terms, and then he just blocked me.
Oh,
It's-
Chabelo? The guitar player from Nova?
Isn't that the guy that plays...
Bass?
Is an actor, no?
Yeah.
So why do they call him that?
Beats me. Maybe because he's lived to this long.
This long?
Because that's a
I
joke
don't
with
know.
that's a joke with Chabelo.
I don't know. If we had a nickname, you guys can write it in. I don't know.
El Chavo.
I'm El Cub, bro.
You can't pull that out,
Right,
bro.
Top 3 sones?
Top 3 songs?
Like to play or just to play? Or just to listen to? Top 3.
You go.
Tecaridleco. I've always liked Tecaridleco. Son de la Negra, because it's a classic. And Los Arrieros.
Los Herreras?
Those are I like playing those, so I'm cool with those. No particular order, just
I think for me it would be also El Son de la Negra, El Becerro, y El Chihualteco.
okay. It was a pretty solid list. And last one was thoughts on there not being as much new rep to study since about Cristian Nodal. What do you want to study? Why do you want to study?
To get better, bitch.
Well, I don't know about new rep. Like new rep can.
He's talking about, like back in the day, like Arturo's talked about it, que salió el álbum de Para Siempre de Vicente.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And nowadays there's not really.
Well, it's because nobody bumps mariachi music, right?
Yeah.
When Angel Aguilar's album comes out, it's not like charros are flocking to it. If a new Pepe Aguilar one comes out, or like who's gonna come out with one? His
they have
son?
come out. Like Apple Music has been notifying me, like, hey, like
A new album,
like not even albums, just like a single. Like
okay.
nobody does albums anymore, really.
Yeah, it's just like here's a new single.
Yeah, and they're not very great, honestly. I don't see them hitting. Cause Alejandro just did one like a few months ago, and you haven't
new
heard
album.
And you haven't heard of it? No, a new single.
Oh, new
and
single.
You haven't heard of it?
Well, we've played some of his new singles. You know when they came out.
Oh,
like
yeah, like Caballero. But I'm talking about a recent one.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
No pegado.
No pegado nada.
Pepe did one Mariachi with electric guitar. No pegó. You haven't heard of it?
Huh? I didn't know that.
I'll show you in a bit.
You're like trash. No, but he's right. I mean, it's because that's what I'm saying. Like nobody's bumping any new rep that we have. The mariachi viene de banda or viene de another type of music. Because mariachi can adapt to it. That's why it's so versatile. Like, ya ves que Vargas put out a whole album with nothing but banda songs. Esa the Purple album, Penas, Desengaños, y todo.
Oh, yeah.
That whole album is nothing but banda songs. So back then,
El Buki.
that was and that album came out and it's like that's all rep that we play now, but it's like it wasn't meant to be, I guess, originally mariachi. So it's like it's just nobody's bumping it, bro. I'm sorry, like, and that goes back to the same argument that we had about mariachi being relevant. Like, Mariachi Sol Mexico comes out with like new albums all the time.
Oh, they have a single too.
Have you heard it?
Well, I like the first 30 seconds.
I haven't. And I could be wrong. I could be in the minority, where people maybe do look it up and listen to it. But I will tell you, there won't be someone at a gig that says like, "Oh, can you play that new one, the Sol de Mexico?" It's because it doesn't work like that. Like people want to hear the classics.
Well, I mean, the people exist, but it's not enough to make that big of a movement where like where Apple is like, oh, this is trending.
Oh, I see.
It's not gonna be trending.
It's not gonna be like number one
It's for like this small population that enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I feel like you don't really need new rap to study. I feel like Mariachi, like if you go back in the years, like
if anything, you're studying old rap because there's so
yeah.
much of it. You know what I mean? Like you're going back to listen to all these
I'm like,
old corridos and old boleros de Javier Solis because it's like if for some reason it gets popular again, you know, like TikTok, cuando salieron, like when new songs come out,
well,
and they come out as
there was a
a
time they were using Pedro Infante as like samples.
that's what I'm saying. Like they'll use they're like, can you play that one song that's popular on TikTok? And it's like a Pedro Infante song, and now people want to hear it because it kind of trending on there. Anything that's trending on TikTok is gonna be like relevant. You know, it doesn't matter when it came out. You know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that would be my rebuttal. Like you don't need new rap. I think.
I think we're good.
If you go back to the last 40 years, like te sobra, you know.
For sure.
So. No pasa nada.
Yeah. We'll do some of these questions. Actually, this is more for you guys, and we don't need to really hear from those, I guess. But one of the questions we put out there was we want to hear from you guys. If there's something that you guys have suggestions for the pod, like I want to keep this fresh. I want to if there are like a different type of not just the podcast, but kind of videos y'all want to do. Like I do want to get back to doing the vlogs and just editing something different, you know, just for you guys, because they're the more popular videos that I do have. You know, they're time consuming, but I do like them. Like they were fun to make, and if anything, it gives you like an inside little look into what we do. And we have a different group right now. You know, like Saul's in Spain. We have a new member. It's a girl. That's a different dynamic.
What?
You know. Huh? Right? As far as I know, but like it's just different, you know. So like, I want to do the vlogs again, and I want to do that. But if there's something that you guys have suggestions on that you guys want to see from us, whether it's like a type of video, it's a reaction video, or like someone suggested like a tier list, like some of our favorite songs and stuff, that'd be cool to do, you know. But a lot of these ideas come from you guys. If you guys want us to do something specific, like send us a message, and you know we'll get into reading them, and just we want to make you guys, you know, as much a part of it, because you guys are the ones watching and listening. So that's my biggest thing. So if you have something to suggest, please write to us.
Yeah.
On the Instagram.
Yeah.
So this has been episode 125 of CharroBeans podcast. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. We hope that you guys are living life.
Yeah.
But yeah, little turtle. We hope that you guys have a great week. And what's next week? April 1st. April Fool's Day.
I do my taxes, bro.
Yeah, I know we got to do that shit. Yeah. So April 1st next week with April Fools. So we will see you guys next week.
You guys have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bye. Oh.